no-fly zone. Got the ill fast rush. Got you rushing your past. Real talk. Try to throw it on us. Don't do it. Y'all ain't getting no cash. Ain't getting it. Know the windows too tight. Too tight. Try to force that pass. Don't do it. Your quarterback try to head out. That flight is gonna crash. No fly zone. 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 Don't throw it. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. Don't try it, Holmes. Don't try it, Holmes. You know it's gonna be a batted pass or an interception or Chris Harris might run it.
Hi, I am the Nacho Man. This is the Nacho Hour, and you are down in the Nacho Cave. This week, it's going to be a little different. First off, it's kind of been a jacked up Sunday morning and everything, so I want to start off by saying that I love my country. I think it's the greatest country in the world. Are we a perfect society? No. Do we have some issues? Yes. But I wouldn't want to live in any other place. I believe in the ability this country has to be the greatest country that was ever made. I believe in the potential it has. And I believe in the majority of the people that live in this country. I do this show as for fun. People and friends that know me that watch, they can laugh that are Bronco fans, and then when we lose, they can laugh at me when I have to eat crow because we've lost. And it's all about talking trash and having fun and enjoying life. With that, I don't really like to push my political views on anything on the show because it's all about fun. But with that, I'd also like to say that I respect every person that has ever served this country in the past, the present, and the future. All those that have ever laid their life on the line for the freedoms we have. I respect that. I will stand for that. I know what the flag means. I know what it stands for. And I know what my beliefs are in it. Even just mere thank yous ain't nowhere near enough for those that sacrifice on a daily basis for our freedoms. Whether we choose to protest at times where people don't agree, or whether you stand. I will always stand for the national anthem and for those that serve this country. I do not believe in hate. I do not believe in injustice. I do not believe that anybody in this country should feel that they are persecuted or being oppressed. You're not oppressed in this country unless you choose to be. We all have the same rights. Yes, there are some things we need to work on to clean up, but at the same time, let's honor those that have sacrificed their freedoms for our freedoms. And just remember, when you go to make a message on something, that the way you make it is almost as powerful as the message that you're trying to put out. And with that, I'd like to thank the man that raised me, that did 2 tours of Vietnam, that taught me how to be a man, that sacrificed a lot in his life for things. I don't know, where the things will lead from now, but if you want to protest and things that you think are wrong, have some resolution or a plan of resolution to what's going on and not just do it because other people are doing it. Like I said, I love this country. I believe in this country. I believe it has the potential to be the greatest country ever formed. Here, past, present, future, whatever, however you want to look at it. But the only way we'll get there is through unity. And sometimes when you want something to go out and you want to put your message out there, you don't always do it in the best possible way. It's kind of like that term, you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar, if you understand that concept. And if somebody decides that they want to stand for the anthem or that flag during this time when other people may make the decision to kneel, does not make them a racist, does not mean they stand for injustice or, people being oppressed. Maybe it means something different to them than you think it means to you. Okay? Remember, each side of that coin has a different side to it. If you're the one that's going to point at somebody about something, look in the mirror and look at yourself. Maybe you're the person that's racist. Maybe you're the person full of hate. Before you point that finger at somebody else, take a long look at yourself. With that being said, let's get on to today's topic at hand. Today, we played the Buffalo Wings. And no, they wasn't wild. All I heard about was shady this, shady that. The only shady thing that happened was all the shade we threw on LaShawn. Alright, yes, we lost the game. I think we made a poor coaching decision. And I think that somebody over there completely threw a pass that was stupid. Alright, Bills have a great defense. I ain't going to say Tyrod Taylor's the best quarterback out there. He's somebody that's going to go out there and kill you. I don't think the receivers are great. They do got a good running back. They have a great defense. At the end of the day, we beat ourselves. We played dumb. We played sloppy. We had a freaking penalty called on Miller that he's done 5, 6, 7, 8 different times to people. And sometimes the refs are idiots and they make bad choices on it. But at the same time, you got to make the right choice on that field. They give out a couple awards all the time. The Soggy Chip Award definitely has to go to the coach on going for a fake punt on like our own 30 or whatever it was, 25, 30 or whatever. Instead of punting the ball on a 4-point game, when the team obviously doesn't drive up the field all that often, 80 yards or more, to score touchdowns or field goals, and to completely blunder that, and then give them the score to go up, 7 total on us after the field goal, and then just kind of blundle it away. You got away from the running game at times. Jamal Charles looked like he was doing pretty good to me at times. Trevor, come on, man. First pick I'll give you because the dude slipped coming out of his break, kind of like Demarius the week before. But that second one, you can't keep fading back on this kind of defense. You got to step up in the pocket and make plays. You don't go 15 yards back and try to wing something past you. That's how things get picked like it did. But, hats off to the Bills. They won. But in the words of Belichick, we're on to Chokeland Raiders. This week we are coming up on the Chokeland Raiders. Big game. I was kind of thinking it would be two 3-0 teams against each other, but obviously we both kind of shit the bed this week. More them than us. I mean, we lost a tough game against a tough team. I think you guys got blown out by some cousin Kurt dude and a tight end that can't start for anybody half the time. And you guys just looked horrible. I mean, you guys got Khalil Mack. That's all you got. So it ought to be fun this coming week. The Mad Topper Award that I kind of was forgetting about to talk about. Honestly, I want to give that to all the teams that stood up in unity and locked arms in arms and stood there, because I know that a lot of people will say that it's not disrespect to those that served in the military to take a knee or to protest while they stand there next to you during this national anthem. But I think when you want to get your point across, it's the way you do it that makes almost as difference as what the message is. And with nobody actually doing or talking about any kind of resolutions to any of the issues they seem to be making, I got to give it to them, and I definitely got to give it to the Steelers defender that was a former military guy that stood out there and was the only person from that team that came out for the national anthem. And I know that not everybody agrees with what Donald Trump says, and I'm trying not to make this a big political thing. I'm not trying to make it and push just my feelings. But at the end of the day, anytime we elect a president, there's other people that don't like who we elect, because it's always two sides to everything. It's either when we do a Republican, Democrats ain't happy. We do a Democrat, Republicans ain't happy. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I don't look at myself as a conservative, and I definitely don't look at myself as a liberal on some of their acts that they have portrayed. But with that, without having any kind of resolution or any ability to go out there and actually start educating the youth on things and making time to go, whether it's athletes go with the police and do ride-alongs and understand kind of what they go through and kind of talk about what they go through in their neighborhoods and kind of try to better things, all this means nothing. All it's doing is causing hate, causing separation, and that's what they want. Nobody wants to see this country come together and grow to be what it really should be. The best way to control people is through chaos and have them fight amongst themselves. If you are black and you are next to me and you fall, I will stick my hand out to raise you up. If you are Hispanic and you fall, I will stick my hand out to raise you up. If you are Asian, any color, I will stick my hand out to raise you up. Okay, I don't care what the color you are. I don't care what religion you are. If you are born and raised in this country, or if you come to this country and you get your citizenship, you pay your dues, you pay your taxes, and you come out here like everybody else, then you are my people. I don't care the color of your skin. Without resolution, it's all meaningless. Athletes, people, either side of the fence. Whether you hate somebody kneeling or sitting, or whether you stand for the national anthem. If y'all can't come together, or we can't come together, if you can't have a resolution for any of the issues that are going on, then it means nothing. The bickering, the arguing, the hatred, it means nothing. Nobody's born with hate in their heart. Nobody's born as a racist. Nobody's born thinking that they can't succeed in this life. All that comes from the people that are around them and the experiences they have. There's plenty of opportunities I've had for people that are not white that I've had that were terrible. And there are so many more that were so great, and there's so many friends that I have, and I don't let the negative parts in my life focus on who everybody is as a whole. You know, I look at the people as individuals. I don't look, if I have a bad experience with somebody that's not, you know, that's black, that all black people are like that, or all Hispanic people like that, or all Asian people like that, or if I run across, you know, a racist white person that, you know, are we all racist? No, it's not that way. You can't look at everybody as a whole. You got to look at them as individuals. Okay? We are who God made us. If you're white, be proud you're white. If you're black, be proud you're black. But at the same time, just because somebody else is a different color does not mean they can't be your brother. All right, enough of that. Enough of the ranting and raving about that. I was hoping for a happier post. Not win or lose doesn't make it a happy post, you know, necessarily. I mean, of course, if the Broncos win, it's always fun for me to come over here and joke around. And, you know, when I lose, it's, you know, for my friends that are not Bronco fans and stuff that I rag on, it's fun for them to watch me eat crow. It's just when you wake up in the morning and you got to watch this and you got all this going on, you know, and, you know, it ruins your day. It ruins your day because, you know, sometimes you watch football or you go to movies or you go to something else to get away from the realities in life. Because yes, life is hard, reality is hard. You know, sometimes you just want to get away, but you don't want to see everything in your face or in that way. And then all you got to see through social media or anything else is people, you know, bitching about this, bitching about that. And yes, I did change my picture and say I stand, because I do stand for this country. I do stand for the flag. I do stand for the, you know, the amendments that are made in this country. I do stand for every person in this country. But yes, hats off to the Bills. You guys won. For some reason, when we go over there at 11 o'clock in the morning, we always kind of seem to choke it up. I don't know why that is. Your division outside the Patriots, honestly, is garbage. I mean, you guys usually always have a good defense. I'll give you that. Yes, we played horrible. But we're on to the Chokeland Raiders, and after we choke the Raiders, you know, eventually there'll be the Las Vegas Gamblers, and you know they ain't gonna be no good because they're gonna spend all the time in the titty clubs and in the casinos till all hours of the morning, and they're gonna be garbage, just like they were before, just like they are most of the time. I mean, you guys have one winning season, you guys want to happy, you want to parade, you know, you guys want to jump around, you want to run your mouth, you want to bang your chest, but at the end of the day, you did nothing. Alright, you didn't win the West, you didn't win a playoff game, your car come with a flat tire. Alright, end of the story. Well, yeah, Crabtree running around with a chain, get devoted up in the mile high. So guess what? You guys are coming here. Put your chain away. Don't come up here because we don't want you over there crying in your car talking about your grandma gave you that, and, you know, till you've done devoted you again, Crabtree. You know, car. You will get a flat tire over here. We do have a beast in Von Miller that will be all over you. And if not, we do got a Poe and we do got a fucking Wolf, and they like to eat. So join me next week for the next Nacho Hour. Same Nacho time. Don't get lost in the cheese sauce. Have a great week, and we're on the Chokeland Raiders.